boxing voice.
Okay, we're joined with Eddie Croft, the man himself.
Thanks.
Anyways, what did you think of your guys' performance? You worked a lot of corners tonight.
I thought Wilkins, I thought he fought okay in the beginning. I was always a little concerned, with his time off. He had a little layoff, so I thought his timing might be off, and I was a little bit worried about his conditioning. I thought if his conditioning was better, then he would have really been able to, keep control of the bout better than he did. So it became a little bit of a closer fight than I feel like it should have been. With Bilal, he was definitely a lot stronger and landed the harder punches, and the other guy wasn't really landing anything clean. But I felt like Bilal just, when he got to the spots that he needed to get to, he didn't throw. He kind of waited around and waited to land a big shot, which later on in the fight he started landing bigger shots, which is good, but I felt like he could have done that if he would have set it up a little bit more with the jab and started, not necessarily having to try to kill the body, but just land body shots, kind of just, throw nice placed body shots. He could have landed those hard shots to the head a little bit earlier. And with Wolf, Levon, I am very happy. I definitely could, pick apart little things, that's just how I am. But he was aggressive and he was mean, just like I always try to tell him. You know what, you just need to be mean out there. You throw short punches, you punch hard enough with enough speed and snap. If you get in there and land a good body shot, they'll leave it open because they don't want to get hit with that. And I thought that he was really definitely mean this evening. It was good.
Will you be in Stan's corner next week in Glendale?
Yes.
How do you expect that fight to go?
You know what? I think. Here's the thing. That's what I tell all my guys. If you do everything the way you're supposed to do, if you do everything right, then you should win. If you do everything the way that you're supposed to do it, the way that I tell you to do it, or the way that Virgil tells you to do it, then you should win, right? If you don't, and if you do some of the things the way you're supposed to do them, then you may still win, but you'll have a tougher fight. And if you don't listen, you won't win, right? So I think that Stan and I have had a chance to work together for I would say like the past month and a half. So I think he has an understanding what I'm looking for. He's worked together with Virgil for quite a while, so I know that he knows what Virgil wants. And more times than not, I think Virgil and I agree on the way things should be done. So as long as Stan's in good shape right now, he's been getting the best boxing that you can get, right? You can't get better boxing than sparring with Andre Berto and sparring with Alfredo Angulo. You can't get better. I don't know. He's around somewhere. He's right there. Right? You can't get better sparring than that, right? So that's another thing that a lot of times in the area we have problems. Getting sparring partners. Until you're one of the top guys and you can pay and import sparring, sometimes it's hard to get sparring, right? But Stan's got the best sparring. He's got world-class sparring, so he should be ready.
One guy to look for out of your stable, or the stable you're working with guys that you're working with, you're training, you're helping, you're on the ground floor with. One guy that fight fans should be looking for.
Man, you know what? They are all good. Here, I'll tell you what. The one that's not on, the world-class scene or world-class, international scene, the one that's not there right now, that will be there sooner than anybody else, is Levon Wolf, right? I don't see him being too far away. But like, everybody I'm working with, all the pros I'm working with, I'm really pleased with, including Melissa McMorrow, who's going to fight, on August 23rd, and I most likely Mexico City against Jessica Chavez for, a WBC regional belt. Hopefully that'll put her in line for the WBC world title. And then Ricardo fights on August 16th in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. And then, all these guys are, are people to watch out for. I'll see you, Gene. Thank you.
The Boxing Voice.